In life, we get into various perplexities many times and we don't know how to take a decision. Similarly, Arjuna, we know in the battlefield, was in a great perplexing situation in his course of his duty as a warrior, because his own family people were standing against him, including his teacher and his grandfather. But fortunately, he took shelter of Krishna, who guided him, and the message of Bhagavad Gita therefore came out. The first thing Krishna teaches to Arjuna is that we should not be affected by any condition of the body, either living or dead, because we are not the body, we are spirit, soul, part and parcel of Krishna. And Krishna explains this to various arguments. And then Krishna talks about how we can control our mind and senses. And we have to be so careful. If we are careless, the consciousness becomes degraded. Different steps how the consciousness degrades are discussed in Bhagavad Gita. And how in a degraded consciousness person considers, thinks even his sinful life to be a great pleasure. And finally, he ends up even going to a wrong destination after death. Our even worship depends on what kind of consciousness we have cultivated. So to come out of all this, people practice yoga, jnana, ashtanga and bhakti. And among them, Gita concludes that bhakti yoga is the highest yoga, which makes us reach Krishna's lotus feet in Vaikuntha. And in Kali Yuga, the best way to practice bhakti yoga is chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And various examples are given in the Bhagavad Gita, how we should be determined in this. In any course of any activities we are doing, we can reach the Lord's lotus feet. We have to keep in mind 4 tendencies to help us not to reach the Lord, and 4 tendencies to help us reach the lotus feet of the Lord. Krishna also talks about Chaturvarna in Bhagavad Gita as different occupations which are not based on birth can finally make us reach Krishna. Message of Bhagavad Gita as it comes from Krishna to sun god Vivaswan, to his son Manu, then to Ikshvaku is discussed in Gita. How the Paramatma is there in everybody's heart, witnessing our activities. How this middle world is the inverted form of the spiritual world. And Krishna also reveals in Bhagavad Gita, we all know Vishwarupa. And in the Vishwarupa, Arjuna could see practically all the universe, all the powers of the universe, all incarnations are within Krishna. And this information helps us to surrender to the Lord, because when you know God is great, we take his shelter. And Krishna also talks about the principle that he comes in various incarnations. And after that, Arjuna, hearing all these things, decides to surrender to Krishna. And that is how the Bhagavad Gita comes. It has been published in Kannada, in Karnataka, and it is a very popular book. We also have it in all the various languages all around the world. Please do visit our center at ISKCON at Nantur. Hare Krishna. Avidvameva atmanam manyate anishameshwaram bhuteshu jati bhutani grasate tani tai swayam. A foolish, senseless person cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Although always dependent, he thinks himself the Supreme. If one thinks according to one's previous fruitive actions, one's material body is created by father and mother, and the same body is annihilated by another agent, as another animal is devoured by a tiger, this is not proper understanding. The Supreme Personality Godhead himself creates and devours a living being through other living beings. So there are different varieties of apasiddhantas which are clarified. Others saying there is not only there is parodharma, which Bhagavatam gives. People practice upadharma, chaladharma, dharma bhasa, so kaitava dharma, so many varieties of confusions in the name of dharma, which are actually not proper understanding. There is one paradharma also. Paradharma means to do others' duty. But Bhagavatam teaches parodharma. Savai pumsa paradharma, savai pumsa parodharma, yata bhakti adhokshaje, ahetuki apratiyata yayatma suprasidati. Why Bhagavatam teaches parodharma? Because it completely gives satisfaction to the soul. Therefore, intelligent person practices parodharma. But we get diverted to something else. Now here is Jaimini's, we have a great authority, Vritasura. Even though he is in a demon's body, he is a knowledgeable person, so he is an authority. Chanakya Pandit says we should not look at so much, be focused on the source, we should take the benefit. He says if the gold is lying in a dirty place, we should pick it up. You should not hesitate. And you're getting knowledge from somebody who is not from a very honorable family. It does not matter. If he is knowledgeable, pick it up. So many examples can be given. So here Vritasura is giving knowledge and even Indra is listening. Interesting. A devata has become a student of Asura. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that actually when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was being instructed by Ramananda Raya, when he came to South India, so Ramananda Raya hesitated. He said, how can I instruct you? I am a family man and I am a Shudra. You are a Brahmana or you are a sannyasi. What position I have to instruct you? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Ei Krishna Tattva Veta Sei Guru Haya. Whoever knows the science of Krishna is Guru. So you please instruct me. In fact, he personally, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave that example. Sometimes as this ISKCON movement, we are preaching around the world. So it does happen sometimes of foreigners in India taking class. And some people say, why we in Indian, we should listen Gita from an American. How does it matter? If he knows Gita, enjoy it. So same way here, Vritasura is teaching and Indra is learning. Very interesting, even though he is a devata. In fact, it's all this going on middle of fight. They are fighting each other. Vritasura's hand is already cut. He's about to die. He's still fighting. And again, he is in an advantageous position. He can kill Indra now, but he is not doing it. Rather, he is instructing Indra. Because Indra is hesitating to pick up his weapon to kill Vritasura. So he is instructing Indra that actually Krishna is in total control of the situation. And he has total faith in that. Indra is feeling little sadness because he has been actually defeated now second time in the battle. In front of all the sages, devatas who are watching, he has been defeated. So he has lost his, respect and position. And he is giving him second time, Vritasura is giving him life. Take, I don't kill you now. Again take the weapon. So Indra is feeling little humiliated. And he is a little sad. And Vritasura is instructing him. And what is the instruction? Are you Krishna or what? Only Krishna is in total control. You are not in total control. You will lose sometime, you will win sometime. You are not God. God means he always wins. You are not God. Sometimes he will lose. And now he is commenting, that was the previous shloka, now he is commenting on a very important point. What is that? That Krishna is, that Karma Mimamsa theory is wrong. Some people have this idea. If I do good, I get good. What do I have to do with God? Rather, God has to worship me with good results. I did punya, God will bless me. So basically, God has nothing to do. This is not correct. Why it is not correct? Just like we go to a principal and we want to take or we go to any boss in office, we are giving her the leave application. Now as such the boss, you have enough leaves, can grant you, but he may not grant you. He has the discretion power. Even though I have a punya and I want something, I may not be granted. Because Lord always has the discretion power. Not only for punya, even for bhakti. I may be chanting for millions of years very nicely. Krishna may not be satisfied. He has a discretion. Just like we cook very nice stuff. We invite a guest. We ask him, are you satisfied? Why we ask him? Because even though the food may be super, I didn't like it today. He has a discretion power. So we all have discretion. We all have independence. We don't want to give it to Krishna. He has. So even though you may have punya, he may not grant that particular object to you. So it's not that he is supposed to grant you. Rather, he is in total control. The Prabhupada is explaining something very interesting in the purport. Mata smriti jnanam apohanam cha. We go from one life to another life. we had a particular desire. Say, I had a desire. I want an expensive car. Nowadays, youngsters in their room will big cars. Okay. You developed a desire to have very expensive car worth crores. May not be this life, it is not possible. Maybe that car never comes to India. So you'll be born in another country. Next life. You will do some punya. Krishna will guide you to do the punya also. And you do some punya. And you earn that punya. And then you're born in that country with that punya. And now, Krishna will remind you, you wanted that car. He reminds, Mata Smriti, he gives you the memory. You wanted to enjoy that car. I want that car. Just like a seed has to be put, a fertile ground has to be ready first. So for your enjoyment, first the situation will be created. And then Krishna will remind you, you wanted that car, no? Because what is the point in reminding you when you don't have the money? That is suffering. He'll remind you when he has made the situation ready. You wanted to enjoy the car? Yeah, I wanted to enjoy the car. And therefore, this is how Krishna is acting. You cannot say you are independent. You will not even remember what you wanted. He reminds you wanted this. And then he gives you the impetus. Okay, take it now. And you know you have the resources. You get the car. The same way, for a devotee, rather this becomes a little dangerous. Because today I may not be harassed by a particular desire. Because the situation has not come. Previous life, I would have desired millions of things. Which are compared to a seed which is lying in the heart. Correct? It is compared in Bhagavatam or many places to the seed. Karma bija. And the moment the fertile ground will come, means the situation will come for that, that desire will come with full force. I do not know. I have that kind of a desire. A desire to fulfill the desire when a situation comes, it will be very difficult to handle it. Just like we have the example of Vishwamitra. He had a desire to associate with women. So when he sat for meditation, trying to control himself, but the desire was lying dormant in his heart. Immediately the situation was created. Menaka came, a beautiful girl. If there is no desire, he would not have been enchanted by that girl. The desire was there. And then when the woman came, even he did tinkling of bells of the lady, his eyes opened and looked at her. Desire was there, ground is created, smashed. So for a devotee now who wants to just have desire to serve Krishna, this is a great danger. We should not think today I am comfortable. But we do not know what exam is going to come tomorrow. And in that exam, our desire will be brought with full force and the situation is there. So will I be able to choose Krishna? Or will I fall victim to my desire? And next it may lead to even sinful activities. Therefore, devotee, when you chant Hare Krishna mantra, we give one prayer to Krishna. Because when we are chanting Hare Krishna, it is also parallelly, even though it is actually akarma, but also it has a reflection of highest punya. There is nothing more better we can do. So now, even though previously your desire may be there, but there was no punya to fulfill that desire. Now you are getting enough punya. So your strong material desires may be fulfilled now because currency is there. A situation, they go to market, you see expensive car, now money is there in your pocket. Suddenly you realize money is there. And now you can purchase. Therefore, the devotees have a prayer to Krishna. In case I have a crazy desire, do not fulfill it. Because this punya that we are accumulating by devotion service is also punya. Punya means nothing but responsible activity. Devotion service also happens to be most responsible activity, which will give you a lot of punya. Now your desires which were not fulfilled previously may be fulfilled. Therefore Prabhupada says many times, he said, I came to the West. Many people who came to me were in a difficult condition. They had left homes, they were on the streets, etc. But after they came to Krishna consciousness, some of them became, their mind became peaceful and they became even economically rich. And they left the moment and went away. So it is very dangerous. Say somebody is visiting the temple. He is doing some business. Business is in a loss. He is very sad. He is coming to temple. And because he comes to the temple, he gets the Lord's Ashirvada. He becomes rich. And then he forgets Krishna and runs away. So this Prabhupada said it is happening. He said, I am seeing so many followers going away because by the grace of Krishna now they become comfortable. And once they become comfortable, they forget Krishna. So this is actually, there is an example given of Punar Mushika Bhava. Once there was a rat who approached a sage. And the rat told the sage, cat is chasing him. Please protect me. So what do you want? You make me cat. Is it okay? Become cat. And the next what happened, the cat came running. He said, now what's your problem? A dog is chasing. Okay, become dog. Then next, again the dog came running. He said, the tiger is chasing me. He said, okay, become a tiger. When he made him tiger, he was staring at the sage. The sage understood, what do you want? You want to eat me? He said, yes. He said, Punar Mushika Bhava. Become rat again. So Prabhupada said actually, because of God's grace, we are in a comfortable position. But if you forget God in this position, then again we will become rat. In fact, he gave this warning not only to an individual, he gave to the rich countries of the world. He says by God's grace, nothing happens without God's grace. Somebody, Prabhupada was in India. So somebody said that, yeah, America is very rich because of brain drains, so many things. Prabhupada said, see, don't speak like this. Nothing happens without Krishna's sanction. In India also, so many people want to be richest person. It is not being sanctioned. By God's sanction, the country has become very rich. But if they today defy God, actually Prabhupada when he went to America, he noticed, he says so many churches in this country. At a time, people are very religious there. So God's, whatever reason, we do not know the reason, God's sanction, it became the richest country in the world. Even today it is. But it said, because you have become rich country in the world, if you become like the tiger, you start defying God, you start rejecting God's authority, everything will be lost. Don't think it is in your control. Everything will be lost. Don't be proud. Just because you become rich country, because don't be proud. And by the richness, you become proud and you defy God. Then Punar Mushika Bhava, you will be on the road again. And it has so many big empires in the world actually has been smashed. History has smashed so many big empires. Roman Empire was smashed. British Empire was smashed. In India also we had so many big people at one time thought that they can never go. It's all smashed. So Kala will smash anything. We know Ravana's kingdom was also smashed. Kala will not spare, it will be smashed. But if we, even in our opulent condition, we are not saying we should remain poor. And that is not the goal of Krishna consciousness. Our goal is to go to Krishna, neither become poor or rich. But in case Krishna makes rich, do not become proud and forget Krishna. So this is the problem. The Jaimini philosophy, this is the problem it creates. The people think, okay, I become a rich person, some dakshina I will give, some dana I will give, and I will continue to enjoy comfortably like that. This is not the right picture. And another thing is that in this world, papa can happen at any moment. It's very, just some people want to be in this world, they get attached to living a peaceful, pious life. That is also dangerous. Why it is dangerous? Example of King Nriga. Bhagavatam gives an example of a King Nriga. This Nriga, N-R-I-G-A, actually Nri comes. This king, what happened? That he was giving cows in charity to the Brahmanas. That comes in Krishna book. And by mistake, what happened? One day, he gave thousands of cows to somebody. One cow came back. And got mixed in his stock. And another Brahmana, he gave that cow. Somehow the Brahmana came looking for that cow. He said, it's my cow, you donated to me. He said, yes, it is your cow. No, it is with another Brahmana. He said, I am very sorry. He said, please, I am sorry, I will give you another 100 cow. Please don't make an issue over that. No! And they both became upset and went away. And he had to take a punishment for that. He became lizard next life. There was one person in Vrindavan who donated to ISKCON land for Krishna Balaram temple. And after giving donation, when the registration time came, when proper property transfer, he was doubting. He was confused. So Prabhupada wrote him a letter. King Nriga, if you take back something given, you will become a lizard next life. He said, oh, please take. So anyway, So the point was that even though the king was so careful, he had to take a punishment, because once he had to take a punishment. So in this world, it is so dangerous. Even though you want to do good, mistake will happen. This world is so dangerous. You are walking, you may kill an ant and take a reaction for that now. So this world, nobody can say he will live totally piously. Just to do punya, punya, punya and live comfortably birth after birth, it is not a right picture. Number one, birth, old age, disease, death are for everybody. Punya doing a papa. These inconveniences you cannot remove by punya. Number two, any time papa will happen, because this world is so constituted. And then you have to suffer. Okay? So how to solve this situation is that we act for Krishna. When I'm acting for Krishna, say I'm absorbed in Krishna, I'm absorbed in serving Krishna. In case in my course of doing service to Krishna, some papa happens, Krishna will absorb that karma. Just like when you are offering bhoga to Krishna, there is some papa, even though we are eating vegetarian food, we have killed some plants, some inconvenience we have caused. Because we are in meditation, we are cooking for the pleasure of Krishna, there is no papa. But if we avoid to offer to Krishna, then you have to take reaction. Yagna shishta shina shanto munchate sarva kilvishahi bhunjate dedu agam papam ye pachanti atma karanat. Those people who are eating for atma karanat, for their own pleasure, they are eating goblets of sins. Because there is sin. You are cooking, so many bacteria are dying. There is sin. So in this world, it's not a right picture that I will just live a punya life. It will not work out. Always it is good to live a life for pleasure of Krishna. In that, one thing, definitely Krishna will protect you. The devotee Krishna keeps comfortable. In fact, it is said Vardhanam. One devotee explaining everything happens Vardhanam when he take to Krishna consciousness. Vardhanam. Anandam mudi Vardhanam. Shishrastaka. Cheto darpanam arjanam mahamahadavag nirvapanam. Sheya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadu jivanam. Ananda ambudi Vardhanam. Ocean of happiness increases. Your happiness increases, everything increases. Your wealth increases, your beauty increases, your fame increases, everything increases. It is all auspicious to go to Krishna. All auspicious. Every angle, when you take shelter of Krishna, every angle you are blessed. Everything improves when you take shelter of Krishna. So that is better way. Just punya papa, it's a dangerous way. And the position of a devotee in this world. Now look, the highest punya Indra has earned. Therefore he is Indra. Indra is not a post you can easily get. Still he is in tension. He is in anxiety. And who is being honored in Bhagavatam? Vritasura, who is a devotee. The devotee, if you become, you are more worshipable than a person who has highest punya. So it is best to become a devotee than just focus on the punya papa game. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.